Alright, let's finish this baby up. We're about to wrap this car up here. I got the base pretty much done, I think. Might need to turn this volume down on my thing. So let me get something, because it's going to be loud as hell. And knowing that, that's not the best option. So there we go. Let's make sure. I'm just going to check some things here. I'm live, guys. Ha! I'm another stream just to see if anybody will actually watch it. Implying anybody's watching it. If it even is on, actually, let me check. I'm like deaf right now. That's how my ears are. My ears aren't ringing, but they're not fucking dead. So I can get rid of the. Let me put the live stream. Is it on? Okay, it is. Okay, it is on. There we go. That's good. I just need to make sure. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get rid of this previous one. I don't really need it anymore. Nobody really wants. Unless you guys want to see it, how I painted the car, then that's fine with me. Continued. Up a design. Putting numbers and all that. Associates and others. Oh boy, let's go. I'm ready to die. Who isn't ready to die? Because that's certainly me. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing well, Anthony. Thanks for all the support. The quack. Alright, so let's get to it. I'm gonna need some numbers here, so let's Control O. We are going to cut to the chase here. We're definitely gonna need it. Logos, numbers. 28, because we're using the JGL number. If you're a racing fan, you actually know what you're usually doing, or usually you'll figure out what to do. So let's see. I'm gonna go for. I'll keep everything else, but that. If not, I might change that and put the black. I'm gonna do that first. It probably better off with the first version. So let's see here. Or I could do another layer and make an extra outline just to make the black kind of like. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm going to do that. I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna have to have an outline on the white over here. I don't really care if you promote this. This is just, I'm just doing this for fun, so nothing. Pretty self-explanatory. 10. Let's go for 10. Oh Jesus Christ, that's pretty big. I don't want that large pixely crap. There we go. That looks a lot better. Looks a bit cleaner this time around. So we're gonna paste this baby on here. Well, bam. You're wondering, yes, this is based off the Dick Johnson Racing Team. If any of you V8 or supercar fans will know this, Zachary Fitzwater himself would probably wet his panties by now. But this is based off the Wilson Security Team, like I said, Dick Johnson Racing, which is actually now organized by the big macho man Roger Penske himself, known as DJR with DJR Team Penske. There we go. That's the one we were looking at. See Fitzwater knows. Okay. If you want to talk about supercars, go to Zachary Fitzwater. As much as some people will not like him, he's pretty informatical with that. I'll tell you that. Make a new layer here, Fitzwater. Don't worry. I'll show you what the car looks like. Actually, you'll like it. Looks like the playlist didn't really work. It might have just didn't. There we go. Yeah, I don't care about the playlist swing as much now. I don't care, Caleb. You know what? Shut the hell up. Who cares about? Who cares? I can get it done. It's just I do things called pulling it out of my ass at the last minute. That's what I do. It's hashtag last minute. That's exactly what I do. It's almost done too. This baby's almost done. I just literally got to put his numbers and all that. There we go. Let's do this. Put this crap on. Because B pillars aren't the hardest thing to do. It's just really tedious and repetitive, to be exact. That's really how I describe B pillars in a nutshell. They're just kind of there. Like you don't really. They're there. They're fundamental, but they're just kind of there. Hey, it's okay. My car looks better than yours anyway, because it's your car's shit. Roasted. I mean, who painted your? I'm not. Nah, I'm just kidding though. It looks fine. It looks fine and dandy. I'm gonna check see my layers here. I'm gonna check my dimensions. I'm always like a kind of guy that always like to check. So that's 9. Huh. That's what it is. So that's around the 9. 334 by 221. 334 by 221. I'm always kind of picky on that. 334 and 221. It'll make a big difference here because I like keeping the size consistent, excluding the roof number. Roof number doesn't really matter that much. Hello, Nexus. It's nice to see you join the chat today. Normally, I had to figure out what I was doing wrong with my freaking mic settings and all that, so that's fine and dandy. I'm gonna duplicate this number because we're gonna need that. See what I do here? I hate sometimes having just the design kind of stick out around here, so that's kind of why I get rid of this excess white. I just use another layer, so it doesn't really mess with my initial design. It's just kind of that layer, literally layers that stack upon each other. So don't worry, this looks fine so far. I'm liking this look, actually. I don't like putting a roof number. That's around 448, 384. Let's put this thing in the middle, because thank goodness we have a center line. Actually, this is fun. This helps a lot with lining up things, because that would kill me. It saves me a lot of time to do that. And I have a crap ton of layers here. If you want to look at, okay, I'm lazy because B pillars are really not that important. Pasting layer 17, so I'm gonna put that in. There we go. See, it's the kind of more efficient way. I just keep the same, because if I'm running the same number, the associates are most likely going to be the same anyway, so let's move this a bit. Okay, so I gotta move that 28 a bit over. Not by much, but not by a lot either. Okay, there we go. Put some, let's get that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some, what am I gonna do? Put Jake somewhere. Yeah, I have to make that logo smaller then, because then, in terms of consistency, I gotta keep it smaller. 15. See, just yeah. Clorox and Stanley. I know those are like the two items that you need to kill yourself with. So 10 out of 10. You know, that's all you need. You need all that, and you're set. You're good for today. That's all you freaking need to die. Because if you want to do that, then you're set today. You're good. Also, I gotta remember. I gotta put the fucking what was that shit? I won't care about the Jake's consistency here. I might need to move that in. Let me zoom in. Actually, I want to be perfectionist that I usually am. That should be fine enough. Yeah. Always save it as you go, because you never know what might happen in terms of a situation. Because something bad could happen there. 19. Let's go paste the layer 19 here. This is my driver's sig and all that. Should probably move that down further. And there we go. Jake's down there. Boom, 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 boom. And right there you go. That's how you get it done. That's how you slay. Driver sig's right here. We're gonna put that down. We're gonna move that down for a crap ton of layers. This is, like I said, this saves me a lot of time. I mean, because you don't, as much as, this is probably my least favorite part actually, is ironically putting the logos in and everything else, because it's just, you don't want to spend time doing it. You just, that's all I have to say. You don't want to do it. See, I did this design, yeah, if you're wondering. Yes, I did this. Haha, I'm cool. I'm a cool kid. I don't know. I don't feel like putting a, and that's not really important. I might make a different version where this one is just green or something. Definitely this is one of my favorite ones I've actually made. I just kind of, once you get a spark, you actually know what you're doing from there. Huge numbers, so we're going to have to obviously scale this down. You can tell unorganized I am in GIMP, but that's kind of how I function. People have different formats of using GIMP. Some people prefer the single window mode actually, and here you guys get a good glimpse here of the car. There you go, there. Okay, all I gotta do is put a number back here near the rear end. Obviously gotta put the driver's sig, not really the driver's sig, but more of the actual text itself on the back. That's layer number 6, really? Are you sure about that? No way. I might be wrong, actually. Yeah, I'm probably right. Nope, it's not layer 6. Yeah. And what the fuck is it then? Oh, it is layer 6. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna put this around the mask area. See, Fitzwater, this is a car that you would love. But I like running. I actually wanted to run this sponsor for a while back years ago. I don't like putting the chassis ID on here. It's shitty. Where's the last name of this crap? Template. Hub. Last name. Okay, we don't need that crap. Okay. I'll put a new layer here because I want to paste this baby on there. Okay. Do we really need a, ooh, good preview there. New School Racing? What is this garbage? What is this cuck? Freaking cuck man. Henry Nova got removed. What did he do? Look guys, I'm edgy. Nick Baker. Okay, so they didn't see, they just kept it on the see there are people in here. Schwal's in here. D Schwal. My boy Dylan Schwalberg. He's in here. Doublemint Cup Series, could be a potential Doublemint Cup Series winner. Or he is a Doublemint Cup Series winner. He could nut. That kid can nut. Otherwise, let's get to where else? Winfield. So where did I have those logos in there? Paste layer 18. Oh, that's a specific number. You know, I was actually thinking of making a Winfield car, then I'm like, wait, if I want green, and if to make this look good specifically, then I'm gonna go with Wilson Security. I mean, I could have gone with the Winfield, but I didn't feel like getting the typing in a font saying greater than or something stupid like that. Think if you ever look at the Dakota Armstrong cars, then yeah, that's really the basis there. Let's save that. I honestly, I'm inconsistent in my driver's seat too, for some odd reason. I don't know why. It just kind of happens. I might do an invert of just keeping the This is a later thing. This is not. This is just looking ahead of time. Any of you guys watch Samurai Jack? Because that show, season 5 is about to come to an end. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for a black on this one actually. Actually, let's go for the green here. Let's go for the green. Why not? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Can I paste this baby on here? We're almost done. We're almost done with this car. And then I'll show you guys how I render him, okay? So, you're in for a treat. Stay around. If you want to stick around and see me render a car, then just stick stick something up your rear end, and you'll be good. Let's go here. We're almost done. Make this number slightly bigger. We don't really need to worry too much in detail here. Actually, let's move this further down because we need to put the number. That's kind of important. You need the number kind of down here. I put that green on purpose because we kind of need to. I need to make the banner green, and I think that's really. There's some other things I probably need to do to it. Okay, you see it. That's just so far. This is the car. Yeah. Haha. This is cool. I know. Good scheme, DJ. I know. I tried so hard. Clearly, all you did was just put freaking duck marks over it. I'm gonna actually move the Jake's logos a bit up. They look a bit. And then 1, 2, 3. I just kind of wanted to do that. It's just kind of a thing I wanted to do. Toyota logo's kind of there. Yeah, this is it so far. We're gonna do one more thing. We have to make this freaking dumb Catalyst logo green. Apparently, that's apparently what the. And I hate doing that. And I kind of want it black because it ruins the purpose. Red overlay? What the hell is that? I have no freaking idea. Beaker. Layer something. Oh, okay, that's good. Thank goodness they separate this in different layers, because this would have made my life harder. Beakers, okay, that's good. Red overlay. So we're going to make this green. Oh, crap, that looks terrible. Okay, so we're going to pretend we don't have the green here. And what we're going to do, invert this to black, as it'll... Colors, brightness, contrast. And we're gonna make the beakers both. Oh, this is okay. Oh, that's purple. That's pretty cool. That's something I never thought I would do. Oh, we could actually. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna do. Fuck it. Okay. This one I could just do an invert. how does that look? I'm gonna look at the other ones. I just kind of want to see this as a bit of a comparison in a way, if you get what I'm saying. I'm looking at Nick Baker's. See, he did his just all black too. See, that's exactly what I would have done. Okay, thank goodness he had the good taste there. Okay, I'm lucky that freaking they did that, and I'll give him props. Yeah, he didn't make the banner black in the back, so that's good. Yeah, that's Nick Maker's. Think about it, that's the Casey Kane 2012 base pasted on there. Think about it. Fun fact, if you want to look at that closely, you'll notice it. But okay, let's get to it. I'm gonna open 3ds Max. Hey, look, that's my car I made a while back. That's fun and crap. So, yeah, we're gonna be waiting for this 3ds Max baby to load. How to get a white girl in a bed with Coloria, or I did enter in that Matt DiBenedetto contest a while back when it was due Thursday. I know a couple of you that are watching it already are aware of that. Updates on it, they have been approving the schemes, but we don't know the top 10 as of right now. I doubt mine is gonna win, but if any of you have seen mine, I'll show it to you I can actually show it to you while 3ds Max is loading. If it even, it's probably gonna load by the time I show you guys it actually. So see, look, this is all my crap here. This is all for painting, and when I paint for various mods and around in the series. So, which website you talking about? Because there's multiple. See, this is all the cars I've rendered actually, that are made by me. Yes, I actually do make my own bases. Don't accuse me of not doing that, because I do make my own bases. So every once in a while I'll need help, but not. It's rare, really rare. This is the entry. If you're wondering, this is the DiBenedetto car I entered. I'm not promoting it, but this is just, you're wondering, this is the one I had, if you've ever seen it. Oh, the one, okay, so the one that I was painting for, it's for a league called New School Racing. They're doing a Cal's Mint series tonight. Since I'm lazy as fuck, I decided to paint it last minute, so that's on my part. But 3ds Max is loaded for here, so now I can start rendering. Who's ready? Who's ready for me to render some stuff? Not really, just one car, which is my own, and then post this on Facebook, and then popular reacts only. Not really popular. I'm just here to paint. So, do you want gamma L? Yeah, I might as well. I don't really need it on there. It's just kind of there. I love my view count. It's just like that. It goes really high up, or it goes down. It's really inconsistent, actually. But that's okay. Yeah, usually when you usually start painting, I would use bases at first, maybe as a guide, or that depends on the programmer you're really using though. Because once you get used to the essential like tools that you need in order to design the car that you want, you also will need like some other applications that you need to download. If you don't feel like rendering, just use Car Viewer. Like Car Viewer just helps you match up the scheme. There we go, let me press OK here. But for this is Car Viewer. It's going to freeze a bit here because I'm on a stream. I'm obviously streaming right now, so it doesn't really help my computer speed the most. But Car Viewer is kind of what helps match up the design in a way, so you can see what's going on, what's happening. I could mess around with the driver suit, but I don't really feel like it at the moment. There, it just unfroze. But see, now you see it'd be easier for you to match up the back ends, for example. Let's say you're doing a design on the front end. This would make it easier to make it more efficient. Obviously, not all the templates are going to be the best, and some will be rather complicated to use than most, but it happens. So You got to be careful around that. This is the scheme, except with the green banner. So I'm a closed car viewer. I'm not really gonna need that. I don't think anymore, unless someone wants me to render a car. I was gonna make a Samurai Jack scheme earlier today, possibly. I don't know what I was gonna do there. I was thinking about it. Oh. So you gotta select some items since we're wanting a Camry, right? So I'm gonna press M here. Material editor opens up. Magic. All this guck, all this shit that you need to see, and all you need to do is find the make here, ambient, the Camry BMP. So this one I could use probably a TG. You know what? I need to export this thing. Let me save this real quick. Nah, I'm not gonna put a logo on there. It's a waste of time. Let me export this baby. 28 DK. I usually how I save stuff is usually based upon the number, and then I usually do initials as a way of just remembering. But Wilson secure. This one you can just do whatever. Make sure you save as I'm saving as a TGA because I'm gonna import this in game as well, which you probably won't be able to see because apparently my computer can't handle that. So. Wilson security. Get this thing started. Papyrus. All of this. Okay, there we go. Should be able to see. There you see it already imports the scheme on there, and then we can render this. Hey. Now remember, there are multiple render scenes that you could use depending on the mod itself, because there are definitely more than one render scene like this one for the DMR and its X16 mod. So remember, also you have to differentiate between ST and SS version. I'm using the ST one, for example, as one. As you see, the car is still rendering right now. I don't know where the quality of the stream is at the moment, but it's okay. Like you can see here, it's rendering. Usually this can render faster, but it depends on your computer speed itself and how fast it can actually run. And we're about wrapped up with this car, so once I render this, I'm going to put this on Facebook, and I think I'll just end the stream from here. Importing a scheme is not hard. You know how to do that. Really, this is kind of a beginner's painter thing. As laser sounds are playing as we are rendering this scene. Pretty good laser effects here, something I'd probably hear from a movie. I might get rid of the camera there, but that's not really, I don't really need that. I'm not really going to worry about that, because that's just a minor thing. See, I can zoom in a bit. You notice there on my driver's stick, I had a Zootopia. Look at this, look at this baby right here, baby. Right there. This is just a V8 supercar scheme, basically. Think about it, just on a Xfinity car, and it's a really fun. I really like making this scheme. It started out really simplistic, but once you got into the depths of it, I think, suppose you could say it like that, you could make it a good-looking scheme. So this is definitely one of my favorite ones to make. I'm running this on track early on today. So yeah, another V8 supercar scheme that I made on there was the SP Tools one. You probably have seen that in the thumbnail, actually. That was one I made a while back last year, and it was a really fun one as well. I think really transferring those schemes because I think they're probably one of the more creative designs in motorsports ever, because the designers, I feel like they're more lenient, and like there's not really many restrictions besides adding the sponsors and all that. But just having that freedom, you don't have to put a number like in NASCAR. Like, I mean, you do, but it's more inside the window itself compared to the actual design. The design, you can put it all over the freaking place that you need to. So that's what makes that scheme. That's what makes V8 supercar schemes really interesting. That's what makes them appealing, I guess you can say. it's about 50%. I can show you some other schemes that I made in the past that I kind of liked making around. I made a lot of them. I think this derives all the way back to 2015 schemes that I made, that I rendered, that is. Here's a base that I made a while back. This is a Casey Atwood base. Not the best one, but it's alright. If you're wondering, it's the SB Tools car that I made. Think of Shane Van Gisbergen back then. Another one that I really liked somewhere was in here. I think this is a really good one I liked. It was one of the throwback schemes I had to make for Eric Burton's mock season. If you ever watched him, he did the, he does his little silly mock seasons. I called him silly. I'm indifferent about him. I don't really care about him. You're just kind of there. Oh, this one was one of my favorite ones. Was the Perky Jerky scheme. You're wondering, oh, how do you do it? Well, I had some help in that one actually. But that was definitely one of my favorite ones, or one of the harder ones I had to make on there actually. It took me a bit, and I'd say it's one of the more challenging ones, but it was a good challenge in the same time. And pretty much I got most of that pretty set there. The 70 looked fine. I think it's probably one of my better ones. Probably a highlight scheme that I made. Another one on there. Let's see if things actually almost... I think it might be done. Nope, it's not done. I just finished this one recently, actually. It was the 78. This is a Bass Pro scheme. This is for another offline league. This is for an offline league, actually, so... This has derivatives from William Duncan's offline league, and that is the Insomniac Elite series. So I'm driving the 78. Bass Pro's the sponsor. I decided to kind of mix it up here a bit to see if there was anything different I could do to it. It has a loose relation to the 2016 one in terms of just the camo and all that, but I actually like this. Is probably one of my favorite ones as well. This one I like doing. This one is a fun one. I put Godzilla in there. I love Japanese monster movies. Those are probably one of my favorite movies to watch. This one I ran a lot. Without the red banner, probably another one of my favorite ones was making a Brandon Jones scheme on here. And Brandon Jones schemes are usually good looking. Most 3/4 of the time, not really. Not all of them are. People liked this one. This is the 28. That's all that car. This one was one of my favorite ones I've made. Was the KTM car. I actually went pretty creative on this one. I actually like this is one of the few ones I've enjoyed as well. The other one was a Still Ford Sunny Cup schemes, are probably one of my favorite ones to make for my own car. That is, not to be biased. I think I put more effort in those than probably maybe all the other ones. Maybe. Let's see. This one I really liked as well. This is good on Toyota. This is also based off of V8 Supercar as well. So fun and diggity. Richard Johnson made this a while back. Really easy base to make. This one people liked a lot too. Was the this is a half tone base basically with the star from the Buffalo Wild Wings logo with that big circle. Basically think of it as a Red Bull scheme back then. And then there's this big Puma scheme. Really just went all out on this one. I think I just had nothing to do with this one. I just went black and white on that one. I think people like that. I think a lot of people like that one too. I think people are still the same. I think they're watching YouTube videos right now. So, alright, so here's the rest. It's rendering still. 73 and counting. It's still going on. This beauty is almost complete. It's almost done. We got 92 and counting here. Boys, we are about wrapped up with this scheme here today. Once we get to 100, once I see this image, you're crying out loud, people. Thank you for watching this stream here. I'm not going to shut it down immediately. Like I said, I'm going to actually show people what it's going to look like. It's done. Pictures. Rendered cars. Here we go. We got a lot of them. You're wondering how many people asked me for renders. Gee, that's a crud ton. Number 28, Wilson Security Toyota. And number 2017. Because I like to do that. Let's save this thing as a JPEG. I would say it was a PNG, but that mixed with compression is kind of also dumb. Quality, we're going to have the best large. It doesn't matter. And we are done. Probably one of my favorite schemes to make here. Like I said, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll be signing out here. I might stream more painting things in the future. If you want me to, just let me know.